All right, thank you for sticking with NBC 23 News today. Today we have Jessica Molina here, our friends with the Brownsville Wellness Coalition, to talk about some pretty healthy meals, especially here in the holiday season. Good morning, how are you?
Yes, good morning. Thank you for having us.
Oh, yeah, of course. So what do we have today?
So today we have, for one, recipes that you can make on a budget.
Oh, perfect.
Minimal ingredients. And being that it's Diabetes Awareness Month, really important to measure the sugar intake.
Right.
You get to decide in these recipes how much sugar you're going to throw in there.
And you know what's funny about that too, because you know, especially for some people growing up, they like to do the judgment of the eyes type thing, like,
yes,
that looks like enough, but really that can be very harmful for you.
No, it definitely can, especially they call it al tanteado.
Okay, okay, yeah, learning new words today.
Yeah, so with National Diabetes Month, we want to bring awareness for sure on that. And with the holidays, before we get to our recipe, I want to talk about our plate.
Okay.
So you see how this has decor?
Yes.
You want to see the decor when you serve your food.
Okay, you don't want to see your plate just overflowing.
No, and then be mindful about what's on there. That doesn't mean you can't taste everything. You can get a little scoop of everything instead of a slice of everything.
So it seems like more portions is what we're talking about. Okay.
Yes.
Good to know.
Thank you. So this recipe here is a cauliflower sweet potato mash.
Okay, I can smell it, by the way. It smells very good. Yes.
Thank you. Turmeric. And then you get to garnish it. What would you garnish it with here?
Looks like some oats. I would definitely do that. Is that
cranberries?
Okay. Very good.
And some pepitas, some pumpkin seeds.
Yeah.
And then you can get creative when it comes to your cranberry. Again, only 3 ingredients. You have your cranberry, orange juice, a little bit of pumpkin spice, and then you decide how much you want to sweeten it with. Okay. Stevia or sugar, whatever it is that is for your lifestyle.
Okay, and what would you recommend for your cranberries? You recommend mashing them, boiling them?
So we boil them in a bag of cranberries in about half a cup of orange juice, and you just boil them and mash, 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 mash. Sprinkle some pumpkin spice or cinnamon, and then I like them like that. I like them a little tart, but some people add brown sugar or white sugar. Again, what works for their lifestyle, and then garnishing it. So you can garnish with something that you already have at home, which is go out to your garden, get some rosemary, or just get some spinach and cut it up. You know, really tiny. People aren't going to be like, oh my goodness, what is that? It's just going to look very inviting. Our eyes will eat before our mouth, and so just make it look inviting.
And speaking of inviting, just makes it look pretty, you know,
the presentation. Yes, the presentation. And then here we have a fruit crisp.
Okay.
It has berries. Okay. And it also has on top, it's literally just berries, and then like a crisp. The crisp is made with oatmeal, whole wheat flour, adjust gluten-free, what works for you, and then 2 egg whites. And again, you get to decide what you want to sweeten with. Maple syrup, honey, sugar, and then you just bake it at 350. Okay. It's ready to go.
How long does it take for it to bake?
About 25 minutes.
Okay, it's not long at all.
No, it's not. While this is baking, work on these two, and you're ready within 45 minutes. That's exactly what happened here. I put this in first, started working on these two, in 45 minutes we're ready to go.
And this, you know, these meals, they also seem like it's family friendly as well. You can invite the kids. You can also teach them about, you know, turmeric. You teach them about, you know, certain potatoes and teach them how to garnish. What would you say about that?
I think, yes, that's a great idea. Be mindful of what tools you give them.
Of course.
But yes, I think that's great to teach them, because the more they know, the better off for everybody, because they'll also go and talk to their friends about it. And future generation, you're creating changes.
Yeah, so, and because that sticks in their head at a young age, and as they grow up, they're like, oh yeah, you remember making this with my mom during the holiday season. You know, she taught me about diabetes, portion control. The plate, yes. So those little things can go a long way.
They will. They're lifestyle changes that we're creating at a young age.
Absolutely. So if people are wondering, where can they find certain ingredients, such as, you know, the turmeric, the sweet potatoes, anything like the oats? Where can people find these?
You can find them at some Targets have the produce, but definitely H-E-B, Walmart. I know that we're getting like a Grocers, Sprouts. You can find them at different grocery stores. And you get to decide also what kind of potatoes you want to use. Like, let's say, oh, I can't do potatoes, I can only do Idaho. Well, still mix it with the cauliflower.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't taste the cauliflower. Turmeric you can definitely also find anywhere.
Absolutely. Okay. And for one more time, for people who are watching and they're watching this and they're like, I need some ideas, I need some inspiration.
Yeah.
Where can people go?
They can go to BrownsvilleWellnessCoalition.com. And for more diabetes information, you can go to Unidas contra Diabetes. And that's also local and it's online.
Very good. And a lot of these things, you can also find them at farmers market too.
Definitely the farmers market. So the rosemary, the potatoes when they're in season, the berries when they're in season, and the eggs. Eggs, you can always find eggs at the farmers market.
Absolutely. Well, Miss Melinda, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure whenever you come in and spit your knowledge with us. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's going to help a lot of people. So make sure that you take advantage of these things, especially here during the holiday season and while it's Diabetes Awareness Month as well.
Yes.
Too. Jessica, thank you so much.